silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This precious building is starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Female voice. Welcome to hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. All things said in today's show are alleged and for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you are below the age of 18, we request that you leave the live now. Enjoy.
And before we get started, allow me to send out an invite because Bestie told me to let her know before I went live, and I didn't. So, all right, now that we have that taken care of, and now that I have the invite sent out so she won't be too upset at me, let's get started. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope all is well. We have 3 segments today, all right? So we're going to get started with this first segment so I'm not keeping you all too long. And the first segment, of course, comes, it's video credit goes to Tisa Tales, and it says, Puffy Jacket suffers prison meltdown after LeBron legally, now legally is capitalized, so I don't know what that means, but legally cut ties. And then it says, enraged, he's associated with losers. Now, I don't know if that means Puffy Jacket is enraged. I'm assuming that's what it means. He's enraged that he's associated with losers, which, hey, I'm not calling nobody no loser. That's not me. I'm not doing that. Sorry, my camera's messed up. Okay. I'm not doing that, so those are not my words. Those are not my words. But let's see who and what she's talking about.
Oh my God, you guys, come in, sit down, and shut the door. People are saying that Diddy is so sad in jail because he realizes his little comeback isn't going to be as easy as he thought it would be. Baby Mark Agnifilo might have convinced the jury, but he has yet to convince the world. On top of that, Diddy is looking at what is happening with Trump, Ghislaine Maxwell, and also what is happening with LeBron James. And Diddy, for the first time in his life, feels some type of way. Y'all, let's get into this. Where are we going to start at? First of all, let's start off with Diddy. Yeah, I got one thing to say about Diddy right now. Do you know he tweeted something? He tweeted some emojis. Y'all, listen. All I gotta say is guards, he got his phone again. No, all jokes aside, right? I don't know what type of plan, what type of Wi-Fi plan the federal government is offering these days. But Diddy is out here tweeting emojis. Now, I know what you're saying. Why didn't he put it on Instagram? For 2 reasons. One, he only has access to email. And I'm sure why he's trying to.
Good morning, Anna.
log
Welcome in.
Talking about some. No. You don't understand. I just want to say I love
How are you
to
doing
my
this morning?
baby. Gaga goo goo baby love. He logged into his Twitter. And this fool tweeted some eye emojis. Yes, eye emojis. And the thing is, people are saying that Diddy is actually really upset because he thought this was going to break.
All right. Because I know you all can't see, so I'm going to tell you what's on the screen right now. I'm doing good, Anna. Thank you for asking, love. I'm doing good. Ready to get the week started on a positive note, you know. on the screen, she's showing, and I don't know how many of you all got to see it, but there was an interview done by, I think he was an alternate juror. Yeah, he's an alternate juror. But he did an interview, and I believe this was on CNN. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was on CNN. And Adrian, good morning. Bestie, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday to you. Let's give it up to Adrian. Adrian got the number 3 gifter badge. Good morning, Rita. Welcome in, Bestie. I believe it was CNN. I think that's what it was. But that's what. Thank you for that heart, me bestie. I appreciate it, Adrian. Thank you for the Go Popular. Thank you. That is what Puffy Jacket retweeted or posted on his Twitter. And it's called X now, but whatever. And he had the eye emojis on it. That's what she's showing.
The internet. He thought everybody was going to be talking about it. Now, you know I stay on Diddy's neck, so of course I was going to talk about it. But, baby, they're saying that those tweets only got 122,000 views. His PR people then paid to have it put in Hollywood Unlocked. What do you call it? Using all their connections, Hollywood Unlocked, TMZ, all this stuff. At least that's what the streets are saying. And guess what? It still flopped. They said for the
that interview
first
was on CNN.
time,
The show
Diddy
is showing it now.
sees that this comeback isn't going to be as easy as he thought. Listen, let's be real. Diddy is in Twitter in jail. Because while the rest of us thought he was in there reflecting on his sins, meditating on healing, maybe even journaling about redemption so he can make some book. He'll be like, Kim doesn't have a book, but I do.
How's everything
right?
going, Rita?
This man is out here tweeting eye emojis like he's teasing.
Struggling to pay off your debt?
Right.
National Debt.
You know, the commercials, they're going to pop up on us. You just got to rock with it.
Albums are being coy. Sir, you're not supposed to be doing PR. You're supposed to be doing repentance. Remember, you enrolled in a program not just for DV abusers, but for predators and SA assaulters. Yeah, they forgot to tell you about that one. But instead of staying low and keeping quiet while your legal team fights for your freedom, you're in your cell giving us eye emojis like it's a rollout. And baby, the funniest part is Diddy doesn't even have access to his lawyers. At least that's what he's been screaming since he got arrested. But somehow he's got access to Twitter, no legal statement, no apology. Well, I wouldn't give an apology either because you saw how that one went over. But he can
Yeah,
post
his
cryptic
apologies.
emojis.
That was garbage.
Please, Diddy, how does this make any type of sense? Because when I tell you this tweet gave nothing but chaos, confusion, and baby, a heavy sprinkle of broken dreams and shattered delusions. Baby, Diddy wanted to wake the timeline up. Instead, his timeline literally stayed asleep. It wasn't the way he hoped. Yo, let's get into this because honestly, when it comes to the whole Diddy thing, I am still flabbergasted that he even tweeted. I'm flabbergasted that he tweeted. Because why, sir? Why? The official Twitter account posted
I
eye
haven't
emojis
been
on July 25th at 8:36
Twitter like
p.m.
that. I'm gonna have
It
to
was
see if
quickly
he's really
deleted.
posted.
That's right. Ooh, get the girls talking. Wake up. It was probably deleted because the guards were coming in. They probably got Google notifications on everything that mofo do and came in like, yo, just because Maureen Comey's gone don't mean that you don't have to abide by the rules, okay? It hit 122K views. Again, they tried to make that screenshot go viral. Now, when I first saw this, I said, why is Christian playing on his daddy's account? Because you know he will always be the one to push in front and be a soldier for his daddy, right? Mm-hmm. Again, why is Christian playing on his dad's Twitter? That's what I first thought. But again, then I started thinking maybe it was Diddy. And that tweet was deliberate to signal something. Now, again, some people say that he might have been teasing Okay. Some people said that he might have been teasing that he has a big collab coming out. Some people said he was doing a conspiracy tease, like he was implying that he knows the things that could bring others down. Okay, well, sir, if that's it, then just say it. Like, stop playing these games. You don't know nothing, right? And for anybody to think, listen, at the end of the day, why did he screaming racism that Giselle Maxwell is getting out? Because let's not forget, she wasn't convicted for being Diddy's girlfriend. I'm not doing.
Hold on. We got to call it. We got to call it like it is. Now, she said that Ghislaine Maxwell's getting out. I haven't heard that, and so I'm not going to let that ride. Do I think that there's a great chance, a grand chance of her being pardoned and being released by the cheddar-colored cult leader? Absolutely, I do. Why? Because he's on there and he knows that she has all of the knowledge of his dirty deeds that he done with Epstein. That's my thought, right? Now, jumping back to the Puffy Jacket situation, possibly. Now, like I said, we don't know if it's just true. That's why I put the disclaimer in there. All things are alleged, right? What they say is what they say. But as for me and my platform, I'm saying alleged. But allegedly, if that is true, if he did make that Twitter post or X post, whatever you know it as now, it would possibly be he possibly done it because, once again, just like before he went to trial, he was putting stuff out in hopes of swaying the public opinion. Now, it could be debated on whether that technique worked or not. What we can say is what did happen. And what did happen is the major things that he was charged with, he beat him. Right? He didn't get charged with it. He was found not guilty. Right? What we can say has happened, that there is masses of people who, regardless of all of the devilish things that he done, they still wanted him innocent. They still was celebrating and parading and supporting him. And in fact that, he didn't get charged with any RICO things, which he didn't, and I'm sure, and they were happy about it. I guess that's just kind of, we're in a time where morals mean nothing. And in a lot of cases, unfortunately, a lot of people don't get it until it happened to them. Now, those same people that's cheering, I'm really talking about the men and the women too. But in my perspective, those who have kids, if something like this or a man was to do something like that to their kids, or even if it was their sister, because we'll say they're of age, even if it's their sister, if a man had done something that he allegedly done to people, I don't think they would want that person out. I don't think they would be cheering and supporting them. So that's what I mean by sometimes people just don't get it until it affects them. But I stand on what I said prior to that. The one thing that we did learn from the whole Puffy Jacket trial was the fact that character and morality is just completely unimportant to people. And I don't understand how that came to be. I don't understand how people can think that's okay. Well, and like I said, they would even say, well, I don't see no RICO, but I can see maybe domestic violence, but I'm sorry, let me say it this way, DV, because TikTok be tripping. I can see DV, but yeah, I don't see it. And to me, even with that comment, I'm like, because DV is still a crime. It's still not cool. It's still not good. It's still so. To hear people kind of minimize that and say it to like, oh, maybe DV, that's nothing. No, he didn't go and steal a piece of a bazooka bubble gum out of the 5 and dime store, people. That's, DV is serious. Adrian says they try to minimize what he did. Yes, exactly. They do. And That's sickening. It's sickening to me. And Adrian, I know you was here through a lot of the shows, and you got to see it with me when people would come in here and try to take up for him, or like you said, to your word, they try to minimize what he was doing. So I think that maybe he did post this stuff in hopes of, because word on the curb is that they still got more charges coming in, not charges, lawsuits coming in, and they plan on charging him with something. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that's word on the curb. So, and I'm saying that to say this: if that is in fact true, that they do, then wouldn't that make sense for him to do the same thing he did prior to the original trial and try to put stuff out on social media that will help influence the masses to go to, if they do charge him with something, then the masses or his supporters and followers and all that, they'll just gravitate to that and say, well, he's innocent. He's innocent. They'll still minimize what he's being charged with. They completely just block out of their minds that, hey, this isn't something that just started. This isn't something that it's put out there to railroad just him. Like, what I'm saying is the things that he has done, and I'm gonna say allegedly on here. But remember, people, we didn't have social media back then, so you just knew. It just so happens now somebody decided to do stuff about it. Yeah, of course he done some things and made some people mad that caused them to take these actions, whereas the crimes that he committed before, he didn't have to face any actions because he played, or any consequences because he played his part. But my thing is, just because he got found not guilty doesn't mean he didn't do the things that they said he done. If that makes sense. To some people it will, to others it completely will not, and I'm okay with that.
Not Diddy, Epstein's girlfriend. She was convicted for grooming the girls, bedding the girls, and once they passed her test of making love to her, literally passing them to Epstein and becoming a mother figure before the grooming. Anyway, you already know that. We'll do another video about that, okay? But again, if you know something, say something. Now, Christian tweeted that, and that's if Christian tweeted that, it's still wild, because why are y'all playing?
Adrian says, I look at Kels. He got off the first time, and he kept doing what he was accused of. Dippy will too. W. Adrian in the live. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're right, because what it does when they get away with it is it shows them or allows them to believe that they have power. Power of knowing that they could do these things and suffer no consequences, face no repercussions. And it gives them the mentality that they're above the law. So then when something happens, such as with Puffy Jacket when he went to court, well, and you could say Kels too, because Kels, he's actually been incarcerated for quite some time, so he found out real quick that this time they wasn't playing. And again, people, I'm not naive to the fact that there's underlying things or reasons as to why they finally decide to put some repercussions on these people. Marie, good morning, bestie. Welcome in. How's your day going? I'm not saying that. I'm not naive to that. I'm not naive to the fact of if Puffy Jacket and Kels didn't make certain decisions that they made and done certain things that they done, that they wouldn't have even faced any backlash behind anything. But when they got out of playing a role that the powers that be put them in and thought they were bigger than the game, when we're only using these words for metaphors, right? But they felt like they were bigger than the game and they could do their own thing, they had to put them back in line and conform. How can I put this so people can get it? Okay, so let me put it to you this way. It's an analogy, and it's a really 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 uh triggering comparison. But I'm gonna put it to you this way. Bessie said, "Back to work and school." Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hope you have a good day. I hope you got your coffee or some drink that's gonna help you get through it. Um. So Puffy Jacket and Kales in a position where they are very, very, very. You're welcome, Bestie. They're very, very financially blessed. The machine, the game, the group, the elite society. They allowed them to be in that position to where they can have all this fame and fortune, right? And then they go off and start doing their own things outside of what they are supposed to be doing. So equate that to when an SLAVE is on this plantation working, and then they run for his freedom and run to do his own thing, and he gets caught, and they drag him back to the plantation and give him the lashes, right? Proverbially, this is what this is. The industry is the plantation, proverbial plantation. The people that sit in the elite, on the elite groups and in those positions are the SLAVE owners. And when you have Kales and Puffy Jacket had that in Puffy Jacket's case, sued the adult beverage company. That's him running off the proverbial plantation that I just told you. The industry is the proverbial plantation. So that's him running off that plantation. So by him doing that, and by him suing the adult beverage company, they brought him on back, and the lashes, proverbial lashes that he's getting, and that Kales has gotten, is the fact that now they will be incarcerated for things that they have been doing all the while. But because they conformed and played their part, they got away with. Now they don't. That's what I mean by that.
PR games when your dad's facing federal heat. And some people said it might be manipulation
Hey,
101.
it's just Grams.
Tweeting
Thank you for the
eyes
heart, me.
while silent on actual accusations is a tactic.
Thank you for the heart,
Redirect,
me.
probate speculation. But baby,
Give it up to
that
It's
does
Just Graham.
not
She just got the
work
number
when
3
the room
gifter
is
badge.
empty. And this is what Diddy is melting down about. Because here's the thing. Everybody says Diddy wants his freedom, and I'm sure he does. But he wanted his
Liz,
freedom
hey,
because he
bestie,
thought
long
he was
time
gonna
no
come
see. How
back
you
and be
doing?
Puff, Diddy, this and that. And everybody is literally distancing themselves away from her. Again, Diddy needs to read the room. Bro, you're facing serious criminal exposure, including under the Mann Act. This is not the time to be dropping cryptic promo, especially with the headlines about Ghislaine Maxwell possibly getting
It's just
out.
Graham.
I think she is
Thank
going to
you
get
for
out.
the
And Trump for the
roses. I
conspiracy,
appreciate that,
timing
bestie.
is tone deaf at best. Now, here's the one thing. Let's get into Diddy's shattered dreams and the way LeBron helped shatter them.
Hold on. Bestie said it's been a mess, bestie. Having a hard time. I don't know if you heard. No, I haven't. I haven't heard anything. Make sure you inbox me so we can chat. I'm going to keep you in my prayers too. But yeah, inbox me so we can chat about that. I had no idea. I just know I hadn't seen you active in a while. But you know, I try to respect everybody's space.
Because I've always said this. Diddy's isolation versus real power moves. Now y'all know these dusty in heart, mind, spirit, soul, right?
Oh man.
Have been screaming, free Diddy, yeah, Diddy out.
Uh. I don't even. That's hard right there. That's hard right there, Liz. That's hard right there, Liz. Yeah, it's just Graham's right. I'm at a loss of words, which is highly that's rare. But I'm at a loss of words for that. I hate that you are going through that. I definitely, most definitely will pray for you and your family. Mm, mm. Listen, I'm not trying to. No pressure from me at all. You know, so I get it if you decide to kind of disconnect for a while here and there. You know, man.
And guess what? And what y'all got from it? What y'all got from it? What y'all got from it? Did he pick you? Did he choose you? Did you get a new pair of shoes? Did you get a new hat? Did you get new grills? What you get from it? Right? But they're out there, and the dusty, dumb women that are siding with them. They're yelling,
She said
free
it, not me.
Diddy.
Jenny, hey,
But here's the
bestie.
thing, Diddy don't care about none of y'all. He never did. Y'all are still irrelevant. But the rich people, the powerful people, the people he wants to be by, the people he stakes everything with, they are quiet.
This is what Ivy
Yeah,
League
and
University.
you know that's one of the things I was asking people when we were going through, you know, after the trial that happened. Thank you for that heart, me bestie. I appreciate it. Thank you. Liz says I'll message you details. Thank you for the love and support. Yes, please, Liz, message me. Again, like I wish I had the words or knew the words to even say to help soothe that or calm that, I'm at a loss of words. I'm at a loss of words. Like I that is not what I was expecting. And even if I did suspect it, I don't think there was something I could have wrapped my head around. I hate that you're going through that. Now I understand that's hard. That's hard. We love you to life, Liz, and you know. You ever need to reach out to any of us, you do that. So it's one thing I always try to tell you all, and I mean that. Don't try to carry it by yourself, or don't feel like you have to. Just reach out to any of us, and we'll definitely, like I said, if it's something we can't do, then we'll definitely try to find a way to get it done. Right? So just know, I guess, in a nutshell, what I'm saying is just know that you have an extended family that you can lean on for support when you need to talk. Because the last thing we need is for any of you all to hold on to something or go through something and feel like you have nobody to turn to, and then you end up hurting you. It ends up causing you to hurt yourself, because we can't have that. All right? We can't have it.
I know folks might be screaming free Puff, free Diddy, but the real movers and shakers with families, money, and brands to protect are backing away quietly but very clearly. LeBron James has set a clear boundary. His legal team issued a cease and desist over AI videos associating him with Diddy. Now, baby, and I get it. These videos showed thumbnails of LeBron being pregnant and hanging out with Diddy. Baby, and I get it. But, baby, this is a hardline move. Not a we'll see, not a I support from afar. Just, baby, no association, period. Keep my name
Thank
out
you for
of
the
your
Go
mouth.
Popular.
It
Thank you,
shows
bestie.
LeBron
I appreciate that, Jenny.
understands the stakes. He's not risking his image, his family, or his endorsements, or even his integrity for this. Now, Diddy can tweet eye emojis all he wants, but everyone that he cares about, that matters to him, is looking away.
Yeah.
That tweet was supposed to make people watch him.
I love
Instead,
you
the
so much,
industry's
Jenny.
giving Diddy
Thank you
the
for that. I love you so
square
much.
side-eye.
Let's give it up to Jenny. She got the number
It's
3
like,
gift
y'all
badge.
watching? Not who's watching, but is somebody gonna take his phone call? The silence from his A-list friends is louder than any emoji. Now, again,
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I forgot. That's what I was telling people afterwards when after the trial, and I had some folks come in on, as guests on the panel, and they were saying, well, you know, he, he didn't do this, and he this, that, and the third. Hey, MP2, MP, welcome in. I'm like, do you not find it odd? Jess Ann 86, how's it going, bestie? Do you not find it odd that, thank you for the heart, me, MP2, MP, thank you. Do you not find it odd that out of all the people he know, nobody, I'm talking about Keith Sweat, nobody came to court on his behalf? You got to be a special kind of lowlife to know that many people, and nobody wants to come to court and speak on behalf of your character or your judgment, right? Just saying, said Wes did. Yeah, he came. I think Wes came. He want to make sure it didn't nothing get out, you know. But yeah, you're right. Wes did. Wes did, and that's bad. And it's I don't know. Okay, and I say this respectfully. I really do. I don't know if having Wes on your team is good or bad. I don't know if that's detrimental or because of the things that he does. Like, yeah, his antics are like over the top sometimes. I mean, and there'd be some truth into what he's saying. So yeah, I'm not gonna knock him on that. There's some truth into what he's saying, but he just be like, it's one of, you ever had that friend where they cool as all outdoor? I mean, cool as a fan. But you know, when y'all go out together, you kind of got to be on guard because they gonna do some outlandish stuff, some over the top stuff, and they don't have to, but that's just them, and that's their personality, and it's just like, you know you gonna have fun because the person cool, but you also know there's a great chance that you're gonna have to call some of your people from county before the night is over with. That part, Jenny. You can't let them out too long. you can't be out with them too, cause you just know. So like, even when you getting ready to go, you like, okay, let me take this. I gotta pack this. Let me take this. I probably should bring that too because we might end up in jail. So I probably should get that too. Let me get that because you know that person. That's kind of how West is, right? He's that kind of person. Jenny, yes, no dark liquor. Let me tell you, me and Jose Cuervo, what? On that dark, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. We're gonna be up front. If we all hang out or something, first of all, I wouldn't drink it. I want to say that. First of all, I wouldn't drink it. But if some kind of way that gets brought to me, yeah, we probably should go home right then immediately. And I don't know why it's like that. I don't know. Be the light. Welcome in, brother. How you doing? Good morning to you. By the way, people, like I said at the end of Saturday's show, don't forget, Be the Light is our guest tomorrow, 10 a.m. Network and Build show. Yeah, I just don't. Me and the dark don't get along. And Jose Cuervo, boy, he don't like me. I don't like him. We don't like to hang out together. Clearly, Be the Light says I'm blessed. That's beautiful, brother. That's it. That's the goal. You winning. As long as you blessed, you winning.
Maybe Diddy thought he was sending a signal, but no one's buying it. He might believe he's teasing a big comeback or that he has some type of leverage. But when even the powerful are creating distance, it's not a comeback, it's a quiet cancellations. And that's what everybody doesn't get. That's what all these disgusting Diddy supporters don't get. Diddy don't want to be your friend. Diddy don't want your support. He don't even know you're alive. You are the people that he would literally have his goons go beat up and throw out of the club because you weren't fit to breathe the air. Diddy was not a man of the people. He never pretended to be. He kept his guest list tight. The girls that were invited, baby, they look like models, and not just any models, but the top of the top line of models. So all these broken in the head women going, oh, ain't nothing wrong.
We was talking about these people a few minutes ago, right?
What, is he going to choose you? You're going to be invited to a party? He going to give you, what's he going to give you? He ain't even want you around in the beginning, middle, and he damn sure don't want you around in the end. I'm being serious. Diddy was never accused of being the man of the people. He was always very exclusive. You had to be the best dressed, the prettiest, the most in shape, the prettiest, the youngest. You had to be the best of the best to get into his parties. Same with the men. You had to have hype, style, charisma, or have fame that transcended to actually get into these parties. People are saying Diddy is disgusted by the people
Jenny
that
says
are
it's crazy
supporting
folks
him.
can justify
And you
his
can't
crimes.
wait
Yeah, that's what we
to
were
get
talking
ahead
about.
of
We were
that.
speaking about that earlier,
Let me just
Bessie.
get into this too.
We were speaking
because
about that
it
a few minutes
boggles
ago.
my
Like
mind
it's
the way
diabolical. Like I don't
the
understand.
people that are supporting him are broke and sad. Right? And when I say broke, I mean spiritually
And then
broke, mentally
that's what we was talking
broke.
about. How they would say during the trial. Well, you know, maybe DV, but not. I'm like, but they minimize DV like what was I saying before? Like he went into the five and dime store and stole a piece of bazooka bubble gum. Maybe DV, but like maybe DV isn't good. What are you saying? Like people, boy, and like I was saying prior to this, it just showed us that character and morality is non-existent with a lot of people, and they won't get it until it comes to their doorstep. Be the Light says DV is a reference to his character, even if it was the crime charge. Thank you. That part right there, Bessie. Listen, that shows what he's about. And then get this, Be the Light. Get this, brother. It happened. Okay, let me back up because it's been stated, it's been alleged that he done it to more than one person. So it's a pattern of behavior. Like it's not like one incident happened, things got out of hand, and that's that. No, this is how he operated. And they still like, maybe that's all right. What? Jenny says celebrity overcomes everything. Look at Dumpy Draws. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was just telling people in here about that. I suspect Ghislaine Maxwell, listen, she'll probably say that he's not on the list, he didn't do anything, and she'll get her pardon. Gary, my man's Gary, what's good with you? He says, it's truly sad to build an empire to then think you can do whatever you want. That part, and get away with it, right? Like, it makes no sense. Be the Light says guilty of one, probably guilty of another, probable cause. Exactly. Probable cause right there. Right there. Right there. And then, too, we talking about certain women who have stated that not only did he physically abuse them, but stomped on their stomach because they told him that they were pregnant by him. And he stomped on the stomach to abort that allegedly. But my point is this here. How can people still champion that? How can people still think that he's a good person? Can he change? Yeah. Has he tried? No. And that's the problem. And I know his fans gonna come and say, well, he's in therapy now. He's in therapy now, and he's gonna be okay. Well, but remember on the what was that? The apology. He said he needed therapy then. So if he knew he needed therapy, why wasn't he getting therapy then? You get me? Be the Light says his feet just slipped and slide. That's it. That's all it did. That's it. That's all it did. Jenny says, I don't know how Mama Combs is any better. And she isn't. I'm not. Okay, once again, let me scale back. Judging by what has been stated, judging by her actions now. What's up, DJ Zay? How's it going, bro? How she's acting now. She isn't. She isn't. And so, with all of that being said, do you really blame these people who are of elite fame, for such as LeBron? Do you blame them for not wanting to be associated with him anymore? Like, can we really blame who would want to be associated with this? And yeah, a lot of them don't want to be associated with him right now because they're probably, I won't say just as guilty, but probably guilty to some degree of the same thing that he is. Okay? So they don't want their stuff to come out. Gary says, I am totally different. If I had an empire, I'd use it for vets, homeless children, hospitals, etc. Let's pin that comment, please, one of my moderators. And yes, Gary, that's what I always say. That's my main reason why I do not feel bad for Puffy Jacket or anybody else that is of that kind of financial bracket and they get in trouble like this. I don't feel sorry because you had all the means in the world to make a difference to your community, to the world, and you didn't. You chose to do this. So how about this? How about this? He owned his own clothing line, right? Think about what if he would have took his clothing line and took the children clothes, like child clothes, toddler clothes, all of that, and just had a whole bunch of that and just donated it to kids that live in shelters or that's in what's called foster care, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in position to do that. So just imagine things like that is what I would have done. You know? No, Gary. No, please understand. Yeah, no. Yeah, we're not better than anybody. We're not saying that. We're just saying it's easy to make the decision to do the right thing when you're in that situation. I'm just saying, like, you're asking, okay, some people are expecting us to have sympathy for people who had no sympathy for other people. And they were in a far better position. Natty, how's it going, Bessie? Thank you for that heart, me. They were in far better position to do so and chose not to. So no, I'm not gonna feel sorry for them. No, I'm not gonna get on here and try to, yeah, he did this, but he didn't. Nope. Take a Warrick Dunn. Some of us know who Warrick Dunn is. He played football. Take Warrick Dunn. What does he do? What did he do with his money from the NFL? Go and build Habitat for Humanity homes for people who couldn't afford it or they didn't have it. Thank you for the roses, Natty. I appreciate that. Thank you, Bestie. And thank you for the finger heart. By the way, let's give it up to Natty because she lit up the finger heart gift in the gift gallery. Thank you for the friendship necklace. And she just lit up the friendship necklace in the gift gallery. Uh-oh, watch out, y'all. Natty, thank you for the donuts. And let's give it up to Natty because she lit up the donut gift in the gift gallery. Thank you for the perfume, Natty. Thank you. Oh, small, but howdy. Natty, thank you for the mustache, hat and mustache. Hey, and she lit that up too. It says she lit up the hat and mustache gift in the gift gallery. Let's give it up to Natty. Natty, the love. Natty, thank you for the hand heart. And Natty lit up the hand heart and gift in the gift gallery. Light it up, girl. I see you. Thank you. Hey, and shout out to you because you just reached the number 22. 22nd level in the fan club. Thank you. Thank you for the love and support, Bestie. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I humbly appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. But Warrick Dunn took his earnings and his money and he invested it in building homes for single parent mothers and people who couldn't afford places to live. That's what I'm talking. Look, okay. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna get back to the audio, but I just want to say this. You think about, and I'm not gonna call no names. I'm just gonna say this. Put this in perspective. We're in a day and time where one athlete can get paid $400+ million on a contract. One person. Then I want you to sit back and think how many people and families could be helped off of $400+ million. I'm not saying that the athlete isn't good. I'm not saying that he didn't work hard to get where he got. But what I'm saying is, even that athlete isn't focusing on doing those things, building homes. Like I said, take an old we got plenty of abandoned businesses and stuff. You know, you pay the money, you get them renovated. You turn it into a place where people can come and stay. No, 400 and I think it was 450 mil, I think. But my point is, he could go and help people in the community or where he's at or just wherever. He could do that and still have enough money to not spend it all in one lifetime. I'm just saying. I don't understand why people don't go that way. Like, even if he was to do that, let me go back, because I said in one lifetime, because somebody probably could do something and blow that. But, so let me put it to you this way. Let me say it this way. He could do that and still have enough money afterwards to live comfortably forever. How about that? That's what I'm getting at. So this is not the sympathy platform for Puffy Jacket and people like him. Just not. Camel Face, definitely not.
Yes, some broke in the bank account, but that doesn't, who cares about that? Because, we all been broke sometime, right? But
need a logo that actually feels.
the people supporting him are doing everything, maybe because they don't have anything to lose, because the billionaires are like, keep me out of it. Just like LeBron said, keep me out of it, and did cease and desist order. And not only that, that AI company said they will never use LeBron's image again with Diddy, deleted all the videos, and issued an apology. How deep is it that they've been using LeBron in a lot of AI memes? But the minute he was associated with Diddy, he said no. Now, why won't these Diddy supporters on the ground take the thing? If the rich and powerful that can make all this go away for Diddy is distance himself,
I know
what
that's
does
right,
this
Jen.
tell you about the comeback?
That part right there.
Again, Diddy has
Gary
an
said,
ego.
if I made 400
Diddy
million,
is supposed to be exclusive.
I think
Diddy
how much
is supposed to
do I
be
need?
On top of
And
his
then
game.
what
Diddy
can
is
I
supposed
do
to be
with the rest?
powerful, elegant,
That part.
elite, and freaky.
That part, Gary,
right?
it's just that simple, man. It's that
Now,
simple.
when you strip all that away,
Because you still going to be comfortable. You still got enough money to live comfortably. And you can actually still spend frivolously on stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like, and still be okay. But no one thinks of that. Now, look, what about if you take 10 athletes making 100 million or better? I mean, and even less than that, but we'll say 100 million and better. Take 10 of them, and they decide to put money together. and invest into something like this. Do you know how much better off it? I said this before and I'll continue saying it. In America, there is no justifiable reason why we have people living on the street homeless and people going hungry. It makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. I say it because, like I said before, when my kid's mother and I, we worked at Crystal's, like I said, for those of you up north, think White Castle. But we worked at Crystal's after we had our first child, after we had our son. And the food that we were throwing away at the end of the night when we closed at 2 in the morning, no, she bagged all of that up and we went and took it downtown Atlanta and fed the homeless. Those same people that was homeless people that was sleeping on the steps of the church. We got out the car with bags and bags of Crystal hamburgers, French fries, chili cheese pups, which now that I think about it was probably bad, and I apologize because it's gonna make you use the bathroom. My bad. That's not what I was thinking about. Just wanted them to eat. So we did that then. Now it's a law here that if you get caught feeding anybody homeless or giving a homeless person food, you will go to jail. That's backwards. Now, you can take all of we have, it's going on here heavy in Atlanta, but you got all of this wooded area and they knock it down and clear it out and they build these $400,000, $500,000, $800,000 homes for people to live in. Instead of building businesses that will in return allow people jobs to work at, give them jobs to work at, which will continuously generate money and revenue into the community so our community could flourish. What sense does that make? And then you wondering, well, why is there coyotes walking down the street? Why is there bears coming down on the carport? Because you are tearing all of this down to build these expensive homes, and they're coming out of their habitat. We're going into their habitat. And even though I'm not for it, but if you're going to do something like that, make it something that's good for everybody, not just certain individuals. Everybody can't afford an $800,000 home. But you'll build that $800,000 home community watch this, while there's a person sleeping on the bus stop right there outside that same community. Sleeping on the sidewalk right there outside that same community. Make it make sense. You know, one of the slogans we had when we was growing up, or I'm going to say when I was growing up, I don't know how old all you are, but when I was growing up, America, land of the free. Everybody wanted to come here because this was the country we have. No. I don't feel that as much now. Gary says Voltan on Thanksgiving pays you back tenfold. You can't make it make sense. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense, brother. There's nothing they could do to me. The only thing they could actually do to make it make sense is to do better. And they have vehemently showed us that they refuse. That's two words together, people. That's freely refuse. They refuse to do that. Jenny says, I'm sorry. America isn't great right now. No apology needed, and you are right. Judy, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate that, love. Yes, I completely agree with you wholeheartedly on that. It's not the place to be right now. Pete Tech, how you doing? Your day going good? Listen, it's going to be hot out there today. I need you to make sure you stay hydrated. I need you to take your break when you need to take a break. Don't overdo yourself. Please. Please. And you know I'll be calling you if you don't. Getting on to you. She'd be like, oh, why is he calling? I know he gonna fuck. You know?
It just looks like disgusting, perverted. And again, I find it odd that that which nourishes you will destroy you. The only people he could cling to during the trial were the lowlives that literally want to legalize abuse and probably PDF files while we at it, right? Now that that's all he has, did he discuss it? And he thought this tweet would be wake the girls up and rally everybody around. But again, no one wants to be associated with him. You guys.
Hold up. I got a lot of my mods in here. Listen, I need you all to get me a picture of you in your hashtag I'm gonna say it shirt. Something I want to do, okay? So can y'all please work on getting me those pictures? Jenny, resend me yours. And just saying, I know. You said to donate yours to someone else. I got you on that. Right? Thank you, Natty. Thank you, Natty. Pink Tech. Chop chop. Jenny, don't forget to send me another one. I don't know if Doc is in here. I haven't seen her. But matter of fact, now that I think about it, thank you, Pink Tech. And you know I will be holding you to that. If you need a reminder, let me know. Every hour on the hour, every 30 minutes, every 10 minutes, however you need it, let me know. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen Doc in a while, so I need to follow up on her, check up on her after this live. Matter of fact, let me make myself a mental note. 1 second. Matter of fact, here, let me go ahead and finish out this audio.
This is a PR dilemma of epic making. Baby, we love to see it. And again, I've always said this. Of course Diddy's going to try to come back. He needs money. His ego needs to be fed. He thinks he can beat it. It's probably a challenge to him at this point. I don't blame him. I would do the same thing. However, at this juncture, we got to look at the people that are standing next to Diddy. Because
Rochelle, thank you for the heart, me, bestie. How you doing?
But the people that are helping him, those are the people I side eye. Because what's your motivation? I know why the devil does what he does, but the people that support the devil, anyway, y'all, let me know.
Yeah, I'm with her on that. And we've talked about that. Like I don't understand. I don't understand how people support that and think it's okay. All right, let me pull up this second segment real quick. Like Gary says, will he have any money left after 70 civil suits? That's a good question. He's allegedly he spent $810 million on the defense team during the trial. $810 million. Do you know what? Yeah, you know, because we was just talking about 400. $810 million. Man. Natty said he's gonna have a net worth like R. Kelly real soon. Gary, yeah, if he keeps on, and like I said, they're saying more lawsuits. They continuously coming in. Word on the curb is that they're gonna charge him with something else. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I'm just telling you word on the curb, and that I wouldn't be surprised. All right, Seg 2. This is photo cred is Morali. I like him, man. He's funny. I like him. But the title of it is, it just got very ugly between Camel Face and Ramir. Camel Face did what? Gay J, I'm sorry, that slipped. Ray J speaks on Whitney Houston's Unalive. I was talking to let's get cheeky with it about this situation dealing with Whitney. A lot of people are just now catching on to the point of saying, well, they think he had something to do with it. It's like I've been telling you all since the original channel. Our family has always felt like he had something to do with Whitney. And not only Whitney, but little cuz too. It just never sat right. And then for them they denied Bobby even coming to Whitney's funeral. Jenny said, nah, you had it right the first time. Gay J it is. She said RJ had something to do with all of it. Yes, bestie, we vehemently think that. There's nothing nobody else can do to change our minds about that. Now, like I said before, and I'll tell you again, there's a lot of things that Bobby wants to say, but he cannot. And if I could send a special, sincere fuck you very much to all of the people who say in my inbox and in my comments, well, if he really loved her, then he would speak up. Listen, hey, y'all don't even know nothing about how the business goes. 2, you have to understand he has another wife, other kids. If he was to do this, not only is he putting himself in danger, but he's putting his family, his kids, his new wife in danger. I mean, she's not new. They've been married for a while, but you know what I'm saying? She's not Whitney. Everybody, you think Bobby, you think just Whitney, but no, he's been married to this lady for a while too. So, but the thing is, everybody's safety is compromised. So stop it. Do I believe he'll get to a point where he's going to talk? I can tell you this. Slowly, piece by piece, bit by bit, Cuz has said some things that he hadn't said in the past. Right? So the answer to your question is, I do believe at some point he will get to a point where he will just be out with everything. Right? And so another question I get is, no, well, I guess it's kind of a question. It's a statement mixed with a question. I get, I sound stupid. Why would they hurt little cousin, Bobby Chris? Okay. Let me tell you what you don't know is the fact of Bobby Chris knew a lot of things that happened to her mom. And she knows how her mom was unalive. And they couldn't have her say those secrets. They couldn't have her exposing them. Right, Natty? Natty says to keep her silent. That part. And then let me help you out with something else, Cletus. I hate when people just, because they don't think, But another reason they done it is because any and all royalty money and other monies like that, by Bobby Chris being Whitney's only child, she was in line to get that. All right? So let's cool it out on that, because I'm going to stop explaining that to y'all. And when I say y'all, I'm not talking to you all. I'm just talking about the people that message me, Yeah, they wanted the money back. Right, Jenny? Exactly. And I said, you go after the kids to control the adults, and they did. And see and listen, everybody that keeps messaging and saying that stuff, man, I do tell them, I do try to walk them down, walk them through everything a little bit without saying everything, but I do try to walk them through it. But I'm also getting to a point where I'm not going to continuously allow people to just disrespect them or disrespect me. I don't get on here. Listen, I'm not trying to what's that word? I'm not trying to get on here and clout chase like or anything like that. And because listen, they're normal people. If Bobby knew you right now, if you go to Bobby's like, yo, yeah, he likes to cook. He's gonna bring you your plate. He wants to cool out and watch the basketball game. That's all. It ain't like when you at his house, he just jump up and start dancing and doing new edition moves and every little step I take in my prerogative. That's not him. He's a normal person. You get it? So I'm not going to sit here and let people come on here, come on here or inbox me. Well, he got her hooked on those D-Rugs. He was bad for her. She should have never married him. Well, you shouldn't have never messaged me because I'm about to cuss you out. Right? Don't do that. That's still somebody's peoples. That's my peoples. That's my peoples. So I'm going to go for him just like I would go for any other of my family members. Jenny, Jenny, I cannot figure out why that is so hard for people to comprehend. Whitney was already on the D-Rugs before she met Bobby. Right? Now, if you want to blame somebody for getting her started on that, I suggest you go to New Jersey and start there. All right? Yeah, he did. And I was about to say that too, Jenny. Just because Chop Davis presented her to the world like she was that innocent girl next door and all, church like, I'm sorry you bought it. I'm sorry you fell for the okie doke. You and thousands of other people did that. But that's not who she was. Yeah, she did, Jenny. She had a great voice. She had a great voice. Right? So I just want people to understand that. Like, please, because trust me when I say this, and believe me, I love him. I love Bobby. I love Bobby. I do. I really do. But understand me when I say this. He needs no help at getting in trouble. He needs no help of people putting things on him that he allegedly done when he didn't do. Because believe me, he's done, probably still will do things that, listen, Oh, one last thing, and then we're going to get into the second segment, because I get this too. Here's the weirdos.
Male voice.
Hey, cuz, you said Bobby Brown your cousin? Hey, he said he slept with ghosts in the house in Georgia. Is he still on drugs?
Listen, listen. Yes, that's weird sounding. Yes, he did say it. Is he on D-Rugs? I don't know. I don't know what he do every day, every minute of his life. But yeah, he did say that. Why he said it, I don't know. Did he do it? I wasn't there. And let me let you in on another secret. I'm not attracted to ghosts like that anyways. I'm cool with ghost hunting. I'm cool with going to places that are haunted and you know, hooking up the EV, what's it called? I forgot the thing now, but you know where you can pick up the frequencies and hear. I'm cool with all of that, but no, I mean, forgive me that if I like women that are alive, okay, and look good. Yeah, EVP. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, EVP. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Bessie. I don't know, man. Call me weird, but I just have a thing for women that's still alive. You know, I don't know what it is. Wow, who would have thunk? But go and ask him. I mean, just protect your chin, and if you do, because he's probably gonna punch you in your jaw. But by all means, go ahead. Adrian said at the time he said it happened, he was on them. I wouldn't look. Of course, you know. Of course. And yes, when Superhead put the video all on social media, him sleeping on her couch, yes, he was on D-Rug. Yes, he was in a bad place. But come on, man, listen. All I can tell you is this here right now. From what I've seen, from when he's talking, it doesn't seem that way. You know, he doesn't seem that way. All I see Bobby doing is enjoying his family time, cooking, trying to market his products. I don't really see him trying to get in no trouble. That's all I can tell you. Now, you take it for what you want to take it, but that's just what I see now. And then, like I said, I'm not with him every single day. So I don't know what all he does. Jesse says, I'm with you. Laugh out loud. I prefer my partner to be alive too. Yeah, it's just something about it, right, Jesse? They just look so much better alive. You know? I don't know. I guess we're just weird, Jesse. And I'm telling you, the stuff I get listen. Jenny says he doesn't seem that way now. He cooks. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like and honestly, I meant that when I said earlier that if he knew you and you was at his house and stuff, man, he would bring you your plate and just watch the game. That's him. That's him. He's just gonna bring you your food. You're gonna sit down on the couch and we just watch the game, laugh. I mean, like it's cool. Like, you know, people like think that he's that all the time, like what you see on stage and back in the 80s, early 90s, yeah, I mean he was rebellious. Who wasn't? Who, I mean, if you go back and you look at some of the things I done in the 90s, I wasn't boy. All right? So let's just keep it like that. Like let's just let him be. Adrian said he has said that he doesn't even drink anymore. I'm proud of him. And I can honestly tell you, I haven't seen that man with no adult beverage in a while. Now, I think it's because of his health, too, because at one point when he was heavy on that stuff, you know, his weight ballooned and stuff like that. So I think he kind of, and then I have to give it up to his new wife, too, man. She's good. No shade to Whitney at all, but she's good to him and for him. Jenny says he had to go through something terrible. I'd probably cope the same way. Yes. Yes. Pink Tech said no lies detected. Oh, you are so wrong for that. You know what? You're in trouble, little lady. But yes, you have the right to say that. You have the right to say that because, you know, you was there with me. And I put you through some stuff too. So she can, if anybody could tell you about me wilding out in the 90s, Pink Tech got you. She deserved an award for all the things she put up with, you know. And I say that wholeheartedly. But yeah, let's just leave it at that, man. And again, don't ever send me no message talking about the Houston floods or in Texas. They had a hurricane and somebody sent me a message talking about I got a joke for you. I'm like, all right, what's that? Houston hadn't been under that much water since they found Whitney. Hey, could you send me your address, please? You know, like let's not do that. Jenny said, "You send them my way, bestie. I got you. I will. Because man, listen, I'm like, do y'all understand that God's still working on me? I try to do the right thing. I try to be level-headed, but a lot of people take it too far. You know, and just like with that joke, that wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. In fact, it made me want to. What was that? My mom worked for a telephone company back in the day called AT&T, and they were saying how you can reach out and touch someone. Yeah, that's what it makes me want to do. I want to reach out and touch you. I want to see if I place my hand around your neck with my finger, can I make my hand touch? I want to know fingers can touch. You see what I'm saying? Like let's not do nothing like that. All right. So, all right, we're gonna go to this. Let's get started to the second seg. I'm sorry.
DJ Khaled, where you at? This round-looking Oompa Loompa, pigeon-infested Shrek lookalike race
like
man,
him,
where
man.
you at? Where are you?
Hey,
Where
DJ Khaled.
are
Hey.
you?
Shots fired.
Because if you're not at the vending machine, you're at the restaurant down the road. Or you're pretending to go gym for the 50,000th time, but you're still looking the same. Where are you? Where are
Oh, man, yeah. Hey, man, Murad came out hot. Hey, somebody tagged DJ Khaled in this. Listen, I don't know what you did, DJ Khaled, but this podcaster right here, man, he got me crying. He is taking you out, sir. Listen, I'm not one to be an instigator. However, I am saying if we are keeping score, Murad is just beating you down. Like he came out the gate hot on you.
you? Where are you? I have never, ever spoken about any more of a spineless rat than this man. A spineless rat is what this man is. Living with the ogres, under the river, through the
he
woods,
got some
in
points
the
in that
alley,
one. Yeah,
below
he
in the
does.
river, is basically where this man needs to be. Because I just can't believe that it's been over a year of his people going through so much suffering. Do you understand? So many young children we have seen. It is horrific what is going on. Every single damn day I keep seeing babies being absolutely exterminated, and this man has not said one thing for his people, but wants to be screaming we the best on his tracks, signing contracts, running around with other musicians, on yachts, on holidays, running around pretending to go to the gym.
Stop buying generic Viagra
Listen,
if you're
man,
over
I'm trying to
60.
tell
You
you.
qualify.
DJ Khaled, yeah. Maybe a celebrity boxing match might help. I don't know. But yeah, whatever you doing, stop, bro. Like this dude is ripping you. Change.
I just had to get this off my chest.
And did.
I just have to get this off my chest because this is like this waste man, this round waste man. I just really hate the fact that he doesn't speak up or say anything, and he has just. This is the only person I know that has restricted his comments for a year and a half. This man has completely restricted everything, and he hasn't really had any great songs anyways in the past couple of years. I just feel like he's really dried up. Yeah. Anyways, we got to get into the Jay-Z Ramiro stuff because things are getting very ugly between them too. Because court documents have come out where Jay-Z has basically responded, and he has stated that he went to actually go and see, or Jay-Z's lawyers went to go and try and meet Ramiro, but Ramiro refused, and that last minute Ramiro withdrew from his case because he was just very manipulative about what he is doing. Defendant Jay-Z hereby submits the following reply. Defendant filed his motion to dismiss plaintiff Ramirez's frivolous lawsuit, the latest action in a long history of harassment from his mother and himself. The frivolous and vexatious nature of plaintiff's filing is evident. For a week and a half before filing the motion, defendant attempted to meet and confer with plaintiff about the grounds for his motion and even asked if plaintiff would dismiss his complaint or any portion. Plaintiff not only refused to engage, which is a clear violation, but he basically did not even see him in any way, shape, or form. Simply put, the plaintiff chose not to ignore the court's rules. Defendant would have spared the time and expenses of filing a motion. It is thus plaintiff's refusal to engage with defendant and then his filing of a notice of withdrawal, which clearly shows a waste of time because he wants to be doing press interviews and on social media. This conduct must be stopped, this long history of harassment. Not only that, but they're looking at Ramiro to pay for the fees and the cost of all of this waste of lawyer time, which is what Jay-Z sees it as. Jay-Z's people tried to meet with Ramiro, but he refused, and that he last minute withdrew everything, which basically shows that this is the waste of time, because why did you withdraw? You can't argue with the court of law. You can't argue with basically with the stipulations of what is going on. You simply cannot. But at the same time, as I always say, when it comes to Rock Nation, something in the buttermilk is not clean, because Ramiro himself has broken silence and discussed with us as to why this has withdrawn. He doesn't really give clear answers, in a meticulous manner, but
hey, what's up with everybody? It's your boy Ramirez here. I just want to get on here and let everybody know the updates, what's going on. It's been a crazy couple weeks, y'all. I want to let y'all know that I have not stopped my fight. I did withdraw my case. It's for a reason, y'all. It's not because I'm stopping with it or not going to refile it or anything like that. It's just a lot going on behind closed doors. That's only one case that we withdrew for right now. But it's a lot going on. You know how this industry works. These judges, these lawyers, these high celebrity people, they try to use all different types of tactics and call it what you want, bully tactics and different types of stuff to, slow it down. And
let me pause right there for a minute, because what it sounds like to me is he's telling us, hey, they try to come at me. They tried to do those tactics. And where they strike fear or try to intimidate people who are speaking out against them, right? That's what that sounds like to me. He ain't saying it, but if you know, you know. That's what it sounds like he's getting at. Now, we also have to remember the first thing they done was place the pew-pew on the front seat, remember? When the cops pulled up, try to get him arrested. And then the second thing was they, his car. And then remember when he was with the caretaker, no, that was his godmother. She stated that she saw people parked down the street and they were walking through the neighbors' yards and coming up to the houses, and they would park the car in front of their house where they lived with the headlights off, so they could, you couldn't see nothing, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? These are all fear tactics that they use to silence people, to keep people away from exposing things that they don't want exposed. Is this the first time that we've heard that Camel Face allegedly used tactics like this? No, it's not. So I'm not saying that's what is going on. I'm telling you that's the vibe. If you pay attention to what the word is or the verbiage that he's using, that's what it seems like.
And just change the
Jenny
narrative.
said private investigator.
Hey,
remember,
we got to step back and play chess.
I forgot about that. He sent the private investigator to the 13-year-old girl's house, remember? Well, she wasn't 13 then, but when in the lawsuit, she said that him and Puffy Jacket raped her when she was 13. Yeah, you're right, Bessie. He sent private investigators to her house to try to strike fear into her and forcing her to drop the lawsuit, right? And salute to my coffee drinker.
Checkers. So we sitting back and we just observing everything right now. I just ask y'all to keep the support I have not gotten any DNA tests. I have not gotten any settlement, anything like that. I wouldn't just take it. I would let y'all know, honestly, even if it wasn't y'all business. You know, you guys been here for me all these years, supporting me. I wouldn't dare just run away with no money or nothing like that. So, no, that's not what it is. But as I said before, y'all, just keep your eyes open. This is bigger than me. This was never just about me. I'm trying to change things for the world, honestly, for the future. We need this to be changed. We don't need to continue to go in these courtrooms and don't get fair due process and everybody don't get discoveries and you just get treated unfairly. So it's just like, I'm standing on business and, you know, I will continue to fight. So please don't think just because y'all seen that withdrawal is over. It's not over, y'all. Continue to fight with me. Continue to support me. I will support y'all. I love all y'all. And let's just keep moving forward. Let's just do that. That's all we can do, right? Can't sit there and dwell on nothing. As y'all said, I got a family. I got to take care of my family. I'm grown. That's what I do. So it's like, I don't sit there and complain about too much. Try not to complain at all. But what I'm saying is I really appreciate all y'all love and support, and it's not over.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000?
All right. I accept that. I can see that. I get where you're coming from.
Up, and that he's definitely going to try again and probably refile somewhere else. My thing is this: 8 judges have denied you. 8 judges have said no. Jay-Z wants to go through 10 years of harassment instead of actually just letting people know that he's not the father. That in itself is very weird to me. Why Rymir has withdrew last minute, I don't know. That in itself is also very weird to me. What has happened behind the scenes that has made him withdraw suddenly for some kind of reason? I just don't understand. And this Rymir Jay-Z case has been developing very fast, guys, over the past couple of weeks. If you guys have noticed, we used to speak on this and give you guys every 3-month updates. Now we're coming in every single day, coming to tell you guys about what we think is going on here. So make of it what you will in regards to who do you think is telling fibs and lies. Now, Ray J is coming to talk to everybody about the situation with Whitney Houston and say that he was not in the room with Whitney when she passed away in the bathtub. Now, I feel like his guilty conscience is making him speak on this and do these rants because nobody's talking about that. People are talking about the fact that you allegedly were passing on substances to her that were laced specifically for certain agendas, and therefore that's why she ended up in that bathtub, because whatever she was taking wasn't meant to put her in that state. Nobody's saying that you were in the room with her. So I don't understand why suddenly now you want to talk about all of this. I feel like it's guilty conscious because you're talking about things that you're not even accused of. People have said that you pass stuff around and that you do things for the higher ups and the executives, and that you're basically just a pay dog that takes money from these people to carry out all of this stuff that they wouldn't do. So their hands are clean and you go home with some cash.
If you think Gay J wasn't in the room, I got beachfront property for sale in Wyoming, and I got another one in Montana. If you think that he wasn't in that hotel room with Whitney, I got beachfront property for you. It's in Montana, and I got one in Wyoming. I'll let you pick. He also, let me point this out to y'all too. You know, some of you know this, some of you don't. He also has stated that he wasn't even at the hotel, period. Adrian says, I have a mansion in Aruba. yeah. You know, like, come on, man. Please don't. I'm not going. He going.
I'm sorry, it's believable to me that somebody like Ray J would put Whitney in that state. I'm so sorry. It is believable to me. The industry is very dark. Let's not be naive. For goodness sake, let's not be naive. There's damn old men and women text and messaging minors through games and consoles to try and grab them and find them. Let's not be naive to this conversation. I feel like Ray J had something to do with it. That is my personal opinion, and I'm just going to park it there. Whether you guys want to park your cars with me there or can drive off, it don't matter to me. It really don't matter to me. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this.
Yeah. Okay. I can get down with what he's saying on that. As far as he feels like Gay J's guilty conscience is getting to him. I think that too. Jenny says, I've been parked there. Me too. Listen, Bestie, parked there, got the hatchback pop, sitting in the back of the hatchback and drinking a cold one. We staying right here in the park. I'm right there. If you check your GPS, I'm right there in the parking lot with him. And he's right. He's right. You know? Hey, Jess-Ann said, pop the tent. That's right. We tailgating right here in the parking lot. We tailgating, baby. You right, Bestie. Like, come on. Come on. Anybody, and I do mean this, anybody that buys his story that he was not in that room, you need help. You need help. You are a waste of human life if you think that. Come on, man. He knows he was there. The thing about it with Gay J is that he plays the side. He goes back and forth. 1 minute he wants to be a bad boy for his butt pirate brother, Puffy Jacket, and then sometimes he wants to do what's right, and then sometimes he wants to be a bad boy again, so he gets into an altercation, a DV altercation with Princess, and then he wants to tell his kids and manipulate his kids to lie for him because they're crying and want to call the police. And then he wants to go back to doing the right thing, but then he just wants to go back to being a bad boy, and then he wants to talk about that, you know, he's Brandy's little brother, and this and that. And Brandy ain't innocent either. I mean, Brandy has taken a life in a car wreck too. So she's not innocent either. And by the way, she needs to go ahead and be honest about who her baby daddy is. Or better yet, you know what, Brandy? I don't know, because you about to come out here and you're about to start a tour again with Monica. Monica, if I was you, my fellow AT alien, if I was you, I wouldn't even do no business with him. But you know, to each his own. And I will say this: I do believe that you two going on tour right now, it's a slap in Whitney's face. It's a slap in Whitney's face. I still have got to find the video. I know I told you all I'm gonna find the video where they done a song together, and in the video they have Monica on the bed and she's wearing a Whitney Houston t-shirt. And this is after Cuz gave Brandy that note during the interview, informing Brandy about the devil that Chop Davis is. And then while Cuz laid up there unalived in that hotel at the Beverly Hotel, he went on and carried on and had that party downstairs. The video with them two in it, and because understand, people, out of a wardrobe, they could have wore anything and everything. Why would it be that she had on a Whitney Houston t-shirt? Jenny says, if that wasn't a ritualistic sacrifice, I don't know what is. That part, Bestie, I don't know what is. You see, remember we done a show on the original platform, and we were saying how they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. But sometimes you have to look at the picture within the picture in order to get the entire dialogue of the conversation or the words that's being said. That's it. So when you see this video knowing what happened, given what happened, then you see this video of Brandy and Monica in this video, and I cannot remember the song. I'm so mad at myself. I'm gonna look it up. I don't think I can post it. No, it won't let me post it on here because it's longer than a minute, and it has music in it. But I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up and find out what it is, and I'll put up a post and I'll say the song is what it is, and then you all know to go on YouTube and look up that song. How about that? That works. We'll get around TikTok. We'll do it that way. But you cannot tell me that wasn't them playing in our face. That wasn't them defecating on Whitney. So the fact that they're doing this reunion tour, doing this tour again where they're back together and they're about to go out on tour, that's a slap to Whitney. That's a slap in her face. That's disrespectful. That's what I got to say about it. That's my take on it. JJ, play your part, man. You soft, man. Just look. Just go ahead and free yourself. Go ahead and tell the truth. Go ahead and tell the truth, man. Get it over with. Like, I don't wish death on anybody. So I'm not saying that. But I am saying this. I will be thankful for the day when somebody run up on Gay J and test his gangster. Because he ain't got it. He's a lie and the truth ain't in it. And last thing I'm going to say about this. I pray that Whitney and Bobby Chris's spirit forever haunts you. Every waking moment and in your dreams. I hope they torment you. And anybody who don't like me thinking that way or saying that, I don't give it. You know, I don't care. I really don't care. And I can't express to you how much I don't care if you don't like it. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm gonna stay at it. Stay. And if he wants to come out and finally admit the truth, then cool. Cool. That's great. I'm still never gonna like him. But because it didn't have to go down. It didn't have to go down. But yeah. That's how I feel on it. Let's go ahead and close out the show for the day. Listen. Let me turn this down a little bit because I got some announcements to make. All right, so 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today on YouTube.
Out of the silence.
Go and subscribe to Global Impact Wrestling TV. We are back. We are back from the hiatus. It goes down at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Go and subscribe right now. Global Impact Wrestling TV. Your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, your self-proclaimed and favorite host on TikTok morphs into a video game character. Bring my pro wrestling career into the video game realm and beat people up. And tonight, yes, I'm on the card. I got the main event tonight, so I need all of y'all in there support me. I better listen. Let me tell y'all something. When we do shows, we are in. Myself and the other wrestlers, we tapped in, and we watching the comments. I better see y'all in there saying what's up or go G Smooth or whatever. I need to see that. I want to see it. Jenny, I know I can count on you being there, bestie. I know I can count on you. I know I can count on you. I've seen you in there plenty of times before. So I need y'all to get like Jenny. Come in there, man. Come in there and get crunk with it. All right? I'm taking on Sarge tonight, Sergeant Marvin. We've had a couple of battles before. I'm 2-0 against him in singles competition. But in a tag team match, him and his partner beat me and my partner. So, and in fact, that was the last match we had, the tag team match where they won. So I got to get my get back, man. I got to get my get back, right? And he's the hardcore champion. So if I beat him, that means I get a shot at the Hardcore Championship. So it's gonna be an intriguing match tonight. Make sure y'all come check in, man. Come on, support us. Now, also tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Anonymous, hey, good morning to you, amigo. How you doing? Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. This guy right here, Stacks. You can check in on Tay Redder Vision Films. Go and subscribe to that, Tay Redder Vision Films. Come check in on us. Dope Girls, episode 4. It airs tomorrow night at 8. Things is heating up, y'all. You got to come watch it. Listen, check it out. If you hadn't seen episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, go and do that immediately. All right? Go and do that. Sorry, not the cord now. Go and do that immediately. So that way tomorrow at 8 p.m., you can go ahead and be caught up with episode 4 drop. Moderators, pin that in the comment. Tay Redder Vision Films on YouTube. Dope Girls. You got to come check us out, man. Hey, you all enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and blessings to you all. And know this, I love you to life.